Welcome, everybody, to the Board YouTube channel for Pick and Roll, the NBA betting show that goes live right here every weekday morning at around 9:45 a.m. Eastern time for NBA free picks for the daily slate. And Monday, we have a pretty good slate to work with. So, two free picks are on the way, but also a potential bonus big SGP for the viewer's tail, plus 250 odds at BetMGM for this one. If we can hit 50 likes while we are live on the show today, we did it on Monday, we did on Friday, and we got so close, excruciatingly close on the plus 300 SGP. Looking to get it today as well, on top of the two picks that we have on the way for the show, as I mentioned. So, the two plays that we have today, let's get into them and get the show going. So, first of all, in the Celtics and Mavericks game, we're just going to go to Luka Doncic over 31.5 points. That is minus 125 at DraftKings. If you have access to ESPN Bet, I would go over there instead. But minus 125 is the price that we're going to be playing officially for the show today for Doncic. And we go to the second play here. It is a same game parlay on the Bucks and Pistons game. We got it minus 110 at BetMGM. Once again, ESPN Bet. Shop around if it's in your region to play this one. And we have Damian Lillard, 25 plus points, and Bojan Bogdanovic, 15 plus points. All right, those are the two plays today. Let's go to Pips for the first play. Once again, Luka Doncic on his over on points. We back him frequently, but why are we going with him against the Celtics here?
So yeah, this is actually a good matchup for Luka Doncic because the way the Celtics defend. As you can see, they're allowing so many points for pick and roll ball handlers. He scores 31% of his points via pick and roll, and Boston Celtics allowed 25th are ranked in defending those. They're allowing fifth most points to opposing pick and roll ball handlers. We just saw the game Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic two game via pick and roll. They completely dominated the game, and that's exactly what Boston Celtics are trying to do. A defense, they are allowing superstars to be on their pull-up game, on their drives, isolation stuff. As you can see, second part is Lucas Doncic scores second most points via isolation, 20% of his points. Boston Celtics also ranked bottom 10 of the league because they want you to play isolation. They want you to isolate against Porzingis, against Ty Tatum, against Drew Holiday, against Derek White, and they are okay with it. They allow the second most pull-up shots in the league because of the exactly because of the defend one-on-one. Luka Doncic is by far leading the league in pull-up shooting. They allow a ton of above the break threes. Luka is one of the highest usage above the break three pull-up threes. We all know Luka step back. So yeah, isolation stuff. If you let Luka play one-on-one, he should definitely go over this line, and that's how I see it tonight. And we didn't see the 31 and a half for a very long time for Luka, like probably for 2 months. And going back to this line, I'm just taking Luka over in this game.
Okay, so there we have it for Luka Doncic against the Boston Celtics. Let's go to the second play here. Another one of the best in the East involved here, play against the worst in the East, the Detroit Pistons. But we are going to Damian Lillard on his over on points, 25 plus, and Bojan Bogdanovic on his over on points at 15 plus. Let's hear the handicap for this one.
So these two teams played their game just 2 days ago, and we saw Damian Lillard 45 points in that game. And yeah, I mean, even if it's a blowout, I mean, if they are leading, not if they are losing, if they are winning by a lot and it's a blowout, Lillard should play the entire third quarter, and in that case, he still gets his 30 minutes. Last game, he scored, I think he had 42 in three quarters or 41 in three quarters. One of the highest paced games of the season, and Pistons do, I would say, a pretty damn good job against Giannis. Last two games, they held him to 31 points in 38 minutes, and I think 20 points, around 20 points in the first game. So yeah, they did a good job against Giannis. So that means high usage and game for Lillard. Lillard had 22 field goals attempted, but 16 free throws. They just keep fouling. They just keep fouling, and I can see them being also again good defending Giannis, but they just don't have anyone to stop Damian Lillard, especially without are not starting. Lillard is just being going nuts. There is no way Killian Hayes or the Jaden Ivey can defend Lillard in this one. So yeah, I'm just going with Damian Lillard because, as I said, like even if it's a blowout, he should still get 30 minutes, and that should be more than enough to cover 25 plus in this matchup. Second part of this bet is Bojan Bogdanovic. Last game scored 19 points 2 days ago. Also scored 19 points. Even though he shot terrible, he was 5 for 15, which is not something we usually see from Bojan Bogdanovic. He's one of the most efficient, consistent scorers in the league. He had good looks, but still didn't. Still scored 19 points, even though that was a crazy game from Ausar Thompson and Alec Burks. Ausar Thompson made 2 of 2 from three, and he was 10% from the 3 point line before that game, and ended up scoring 10 out of 15 field goal made, scored 22 points, and Alec Burke went nuts, scored 7 threes, 33 points. So took away Boyan minutes, and even with poor efficiency, lower minutes, Boyan still got to the 19 because this is just a perfect matchup. He's going from pin down screens to the wide open threes because Brook Lopez is in drop coverage. That's a great matchup for Boyan, and I'm taking this one. This is our last game. It was a close game. It can happen again. Bucks on the road are not blowing out anyone. So yeah.
Okay, there we have it. Those are the two free picks for today. So far, we are 10 likes away from getting to the 50 plus that we need for the big SGP today. So please support the show for that additional pick. But in the meantime, let's go to the recap of Friday's bets. And Friday was a winning day. It was a 2-2 day, but it was plus 0.75 units. We were not very close in the unders on Brown and Murray. We got the win on Jeremy Grant, the win on Kristaps Porzingis, and we were so close on the big SGP as the Sixers relatively blew out the Orlando Magic in the end. Unfortunately, Kelly Oubre was incredibly efficient in his minutes and played in the garbage time minutes for Nick Nurse. That was really where that one got cost because it was seemingly in a great position there. But overall, Pips, any comments on the slate or any of these four bets here from the recap? Okay, he dipped out. He's just so shaken up by Kelly Oubre playing in the garbage time. I mean, me and Pips are following this one live with each other at the time that it happened, and we are debating, does Nick Nurse pull his starters at any point? And he did, but unfortunately, Kelly Oubre not involved. Pips, we'll go back to you again, joining us again. Any comments on any of the bets from this slate? Maybe the Nick Nurse call to leave Kelly Oubre in late for those free throws that cost us the bet.
Yeah, it was insane. I was commenting with you the entire
Yeah.
game. He didn't do anything in the first 25 minutes and 3 quarters. Only take 4 shots, made 8 points with 3 for 4 shooting, which is insane for Kelly Oubre standards. Then came back in the fourth without Embiid, without Maxi. They didn't bring them back. They had only Tobias Harrison. Then he played entire game. They pulled everyone else, like every other, like Tobias Harris, Batum. They pulled everyone else with 2 minutes left Oubre, and he scored in the last minute of offensive putback to cover this line by one field goal made to crush our big SGP. Insanely poor run on the like our winners were first half winners, and when we lose, it's always mostly some crazy hook or crazy stuff like this happening. We had one that didn't count on Jokic assist. Now this, yeah, it's a like four
Yeah,
or
I
five
remember
units
that.
wing. Unfortunate, yeah.
But we're finding the good spots. You keep finding on the good spots. They're going to come through. And it was a winning day and it was a winning week. So we move into this week as well. And last time I checked, we were at 49 likes. So we are 50 now. we can go through with the big SGP and get ourselves another opportunity here at plus 250 odds, going back to the Hawks once again for a big SGP as they take on the Sacramento Kings. The bet is Kings money line, De'Aaron Fox 5+ assists, Sabonis 20+ points, Bogdanovich 15+ points, and DeJounte Murray 5+ assists. That is plus 250 at BetMGM. Big bet, but let's see what we can do with this one. Reminder, all big SGPs are tracked at half a unit. Feel free to play it however you like, but for show purposes, we go half unit on these. But Pips, talk to us about this matchup and why we're back in these plays in this game.
So last time they played, Hawks decided to blitz De'Aaron Fox, which resulted in him having 8 assists in that game, huge 17 potential assists. With that said, Sabonis had 25 points, mostly because it was wide open for him with blitzes on De'Aaron Fox. So yeah, it's very well correlated. Second part of the bet also correlated between Bogdanovich points and DeJounte Murray assist. DeJounte 7+ assists in almost every game without Trae Young. Trae Young is out. Bogdanovich will take a place as a starter. I can see a big volume there. Last game they did blitzing on Trae Young. Now that Trae Young is out, they could do probably the same on DeJounte Murray, which will open up spots for Bogdanovich. So yeah, I just think this is very well correlated, and I don't think without Trae Young on the road, Hawks look terrible. They are blown out by the Cavs at home. So yeah, I just think this should be a spot for Kings to thrive, and this one should be great for their win.
Okay, so there you have it, the big SGP for the show. Thank you so much for support today. If you've not hit that like button already and do want to support the show, you are tailing these picks, please make sure you do so because 3 picks on the way from today. Make sure as well you're subscribed for all the content we have on this channel. But the picks for today, first of all, Doncic over 31.5 points, minus 125 odds at DraftKings against the Celtics. We're going with Lillard, 25+ points, and Bojan Bogdanovich, 15+ points as the Bucks visit the Pistons. And in the big SGP, it's the Kings money line, Fox 5+ assists, Sabonis 20+ points, Bogdan Bogdanovich 15+ points, and DeJounte Murray 5+ assists, plus 250 at BetMGM. Let's try and take this home and get a winning day to start off the week here. Thanks so much for supporting the show, everybody. We will see you again next time.